Hello everyone and welcome to Steelbook Obsessed. My name is Jake and today I have so many things that I have picked up this week, whether it be studio sending them to me directly or me finding some luck in the wild in my Goodwills, my thrift shops, my garage sales, all that fun stuff. I guess I'll show you, I'll try to show you the stack. You saw it in the thumbnail, but like here is everything and I'm afraid I'm gonna drop it. Thank God I did not. I also have a couple of fun little Batman things that I gotta show off in this video too. NECA sent me stuff. It's very humbling when all of these studios are like, hey, can you show this stuff to your audience? We'd really like to get your opinion on these things. Very cool. If you want to see what I got all the time, not just in these videos, make sure you like, you share, you subscribe to the channel on YouTube, trying to grow the sucker. And I'm gonna do this type of video weekly. So as you can see with that stack, I get a lot of things to show off. So if that is interesting to you, let's start the video now and show you the stuff that I got. First one that I will show off, Umbrella Entertainment. I have said it until I have lost my voice. They are my favorite physical media company in 2024 just because of the sheer mass of amazing box sets that they are putting out. They are killing it. My favorite box set of the year so far is the Super Mario Brothers Trust the Fungus edition. Love that sucker. Here is this month's releases from them. Starting off with Pam Grier in Coffee. I think this box set looks sleek as all get out. It's very hard like your Arrow videos of the world, but it has more of like a matte finish to it. It feels very nice. I have wanted to go into Pam Grier's back catalog for so long. I love Jackie Brown. Maybe like my third favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. I feel like not enough people talk enough love about Jackie Brown. Absolutely love that movie. So I can't wait to dig into this, but let's kind of dig into the box set. I'll go over it quickly. I love how they have slipcovers within their box sets as well, and that the artwork does not ever mirror itself on any of their releases on the cover of the case or the cover of the slipcover. Just very cool stuff. You open it up, it has a disc, it has a poster, a double-sided poster of the artwork that you've already seen, but sometimes they don't even like to copy their artwork on the poster. Sometimes they give you even more original artwork on the poster, which I absolutely love. It also comes with a detachable back card. The main reason why I kept this, you can see everything that's included, but you also get to see what number you got in their set. I got number 278 out of 750, and although it says Region B on the back here, I've yet to come to a movie that I've popped into my Region A player that these have not worked on. Every single time I pop one in, works without fail. They usually have amazing video essays. They also have booklets. I don't read the booklets hardly ever, unless it's to a movie I absolutely love or that I kind of want to dig into. There is something cool about their booklets. They usually offer, well, here is one. It's not just about the movie. Here's one about Pam Grier and her, the Women of Blaxploitation, which is very nice. But I could have swore there was another one in here too, where they just talk about like specific genres in film. I know blaxploitation is a genre. Maybe that's in another one here, but they don't just talk about the making of the movie in their books. They go beyond that, and they don't just kind of cookie cutter their books. So that's very nice. But I like video essays, and this sucker has one on it as well. There's a full-length documentary on this, Badass Cinema, a feature-length documentary by Larry Cohen. I've actually seen that already, and cannot recommend that documentary enough. It's very solid. There's a Pam Grier trailer compilation with a lot of the movies that she did back in the 70s. Cannot wait to check that out. And then of course, we have our lobby cards. I'm not gonna showcase all of those. I guess I will showcase all those off. I don't know how long a video this is gonna be, or if this is what you want in the video. If you don't want these in future videos, let me know in the comments and I won't showcase these off. I'm still trying to get my feet wet on these type of videos. I'm not quite sure what the audience is wanting, but I do kind of like to have a hub of everything that I got, both for like my memory's sake, because it's terrible, and just to kind of see, yeah, I got all this stuff in a week. It's good for me, it's good for the audience, win-win for everybody. The next box set that I will go over is one that I just got done watching before I started recording, and that is Tank Girl. I think the artwork on this sucker absolutely pops. It is so nice and sleek and shiny. The movie itself, I ended up not being a fan of, unfortunately. I love the girl power aspects and how they are very empowering in this movie. It didn't work. I know this is based off a comic book, and there are moments of like animation, there are moments of stills from the comic book that play in here. I think those work perfectly, and I would have loved to see a 90-80 minute movie of just like the illustrations and the animations. The live action stuff really just did not work, and that stinks because every ounce of this release is just popping with character. I don't know, I really like it. On the special features, there is a video essay on just like the girl power essence of the 90s, and they talk about different examples of movies from that decade. Recommend that. That was a very good watch, and there's interviews on here. There's a new interview with Lori Petty. Just very good, solid stuff. But just like with all of their other releases, and I don't know if I caught this actually on the slipcover, there's gloss pops. Absolutely am a sucker for gloss pops. Like the entire face on here of Lori Petty is shiny, and I can't get enough of it. Gloss pops for the win on slipcovers. I'm saying it, or on boxes. Anytime I can get a gloss pop, I'm a happy boy. Here is the booklet for Tank Girl. Again, more artwork. I feel like whenever I open up like an Arrow Video box, or mainly Arrow Video, I guess. Sometimes with Criterion, but you'll just get like the same 3 pieces of artwork over and over again. Not with Umbrella. They go above and beyond to try and get your money's worth with just originality. Here are like wasteland post-apocalyptic movies. Very cool. The post-apocalyptic as seen in Cold War genre cinema. How specific is that? I don't know. Just I enjoy Umbrella's books more than just like a making of and getting more info that way. Here is the back card showing off all of the goodies, and it looks like I got number 970 out of 2,000. They made 2,000 Tank Girls. That's good. I know there's a cult status for this movie, so I'm hoping the people that want this set will be able to get it. If you have never ordered from Umbrella Entertainment, or if you're just wanting any of these that I'm showing off now, use code STEEL15 at checkout to save 15%. I have worked with Umbrella for over a year now, I think. I want to say a year and a half, close to pushing 2. And it's just been great to see their upward trajectory in releases that they've done. Just the quality of their stuff is so amazing to watch, and I just can't wait to keep on seeing where they grow, because they have a lot of fun things up their sleeve for the rest of the year, and I'm excited to I'm excited for everyone to see what they have. I'll say that. Next up, we have Sean Connery and Ian McShane in Ransom. Had never heard of this movie before I got the box set for the movie, but it sounds very intriguing, and dear Lord, look at that artwork. I'll pop both of these open so I can show both at once. There we go. There is Ransom. Looking so good. Again, all of these will state Region B, but they will play in your player. They play in my player. At least Tank Girl did. Out of these 3, it's the only one that I've watched so far. Tank Girl worked. Yeah, I have no idea what to talk about with Ransom, so I'm going to go through it very quickly. I like the sideways artwork for the book here. Very cool. And then we have the cards. Let's go through these. I just want to make sure that I'm not showing any of them like upside down or anything. That would not be fun. There that is. I kind of like getting, like, I'm a sucker for blind buys in my collection. I absolutely love pulling something off of my shelf and having it become like a new all-time favorite. And a lot of these Umbrella ones either are movies that I've wanted to watch for the longest time and haven't, aka Tank Girl, or movies that I've never heard of, and I'm like, oh dang, if it's coming out from Umbrella, that is a seal of quality that I will get and love. 77 out of 500 on this one. Very cool. The last movie that I have to show off from Umbrella is not a big beefy box set, but I do like if you don't know, Umbrella is an Australian-based company, and they like to keep Australian cinema alive. They helped put out Talk to Me. They helped put out Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 1 and 2. They helped put out Late Night with the Devil. They also helped put out this movie that I'm not hearing a lot of people talk about, but it came out last year. It's called Time Addicts, excuse me. And I'm a sucker for a time travel movie. And I want to say the premise of this one is that they have to snort the devil's candy in order to travel in time, which I think is a very cool concept. There is the artwork. It comes with a little mini book, and I folded this card. It looks like I got number 92 out of 500 on this one. And one cool thing that I haven't shown off about their releases is that when you get them, they will have the Australian code. And I love that they are thinking like, hey, let's just think of outside of Australia. Not everybody from Australia, not only people in Australia will buy our releases. The flip cover is just the same image without that code. So I don't like the codes just because they don't mean anything to me at all because I live in the US. So just having just cleaner artwork to flip over to, I really appreciate. So that was all the releases from Umbrella. Let's go back to a movie that I got from Paramount. And excuse me, I gotta get to the one that's actually open because Paramount was nice enough to send me 3 copies of Bob Marley, One Love. I'm trying to spread the love and put a 4K steelbook in two of my followers' hands. One follower will win either on my TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube page, but the other steelbook is going to be given away exclusively on my next YouTube live, which if you're watching this when I post this video, will be tomorrow, Sunday, at around like 8:30. I will be going live. We'll just be talking movies, and I will be giving one of these steelbooks away. If you want to see what the steelbook looks like, I can showcase that off right now as well. Got some nice Rastafarian colors. I've yet to watch this movie yet. I've heard pretty good things, and it did very well at the box office too. I'm not going to take the discs out, unfortunately. I made a video where I showcased it without the disc, but you kind of get the gist from that release. Have you seen Bob Marley, One Love? Wow, why can I not say that sentence, that title, like all the way through? Bob Marley, One Love. Let me know in the comments what you think, because I am pretty pumped to watch it. I'm a huge biopic fan. I'm a sucker for them. So yeah, can't wait to dig into that. Next up from Lionsgate, I got Arthur the King. I try to watch as many movies that came out in the year. I'm trying to watch as many 2024 movies as I possibly can. I've been doing that for the past like 3 years. I want to get to 150 releases from this year, watching them this year. Last year, I got very close to 100, so I think 150 might be a little bit lofty, but I'm doing pretty well so far. I think even though it's halfway through the year, I think I have like 35, 40, so I don't know if I'm gonna get there or not. But I always like to binge these releases in November if I can, and then go to theaters in December and just try to go hard. Like October is horror movie month, December is Christmas movie month, November is just like that, hey, all the movies that I missed out on, I gotta catch up on, let's go. Is Arthur the King worth watching? I will find out sometime. Another movie that I am very intrigued to hear more about, because honestly, I've heard nothing about this movie, whether it's good or bad. It is The American Society of Magical Negroes. I love David Alan Grier so much. I've loved him really ever since I saw him in Jumanji when I was like 7 or 8 years old. Fell in love with the man completely. And yeah, I'll pretty much watch anything that he is in. He's a big selling point for me in movies. Can't wait to see if this is any good either. Next up, I'm trying to pick the movies that I picked up from like Goodwill last, because I feel like the movies that were sent to me I should showcase off first. And this one is a doozy. I love documentaries as well, and I've not seen a lot of movies about Bruce Lee, or don't really know a lot about his history while he was alive and past his life. Severin Films came out with a documentary called Enter the Clones of Bruce that I've heard is very, very great. It's like 90 minutes long. What is it? 94 minutes long, a tight 90-minute runtime. I don't know if this will actually count as movies that came out this year. I can't remember if it came out this year or last year. I will double check. But yeah, I mean, just a documentary about all of like the fake Bruce Lee clones that were out there. That sounds interesting to me. And then Severin also sent me a sticker, which is very, very nice of them. Severin is just getting on board with sending me review copies. So I want to get like more in the flow of watching more of their releases, because they're a new boutique label to me. I only have like 3 or 4 of their movies in my collection. Can't wait to dig in deeper, because there are a ton of extras on this sucker too. What does it say? Over 3 hours? Yeah, over 3 hours of special features. Can't wait. As a lover of collecting physical media, a good chunk of the reason why I love to collect this stuff is because I don't have to search to do research on a movie that I love afterwards. I can just go straight to the special features, start watching. Let's go to Shout Factory, Scream Factory. They were nice enough to send me a care package of sorts to kind of promote Shout TV's post-apocalyptic marathon of movies, kind of intertwining with Furiosa coming out this weekend. I don't have any of the goodies next to me, but I'll pop them up here. They gave me like a solar powered energy bank. They gave me like a multi-tool, all branded Shout TV. Very, very cool stuff. But then they also gave me a few movies to add to my Shout and Scream Factory collection, which I have a bunch of movies for, but I didn't have any of these. So that made me very excited. First up is Equalizer 2000. You look at the back, that looks very Road Warrior, does it not? I just found out the Road Warrior is actually called Mad Max 2 when I watched it for the first time last week. Weird. I've only known it as the Road Warrior, so just to see Mad Max 2 pop up in the title screen, I was a little blown away. Here is a double feature of Wheels of Fire and Raiders of the Sun. Literally know nothing about any of these movies, so if you do, let me know which one of these post-apocalyptic movies is your favorite in the comments. I'm probably gonna watch this one first though, if I'm being honest. Love me some Jean-Claude. Here is Cyborg. I've seen a good chunk of his filmography, have not seen Cyborg yet. Can't wait to do so. Next up we have Exterminators of the Year 3000. And that looks like one of the bad guys from Road Warrior, does it not? I mean, that was such a huge phenomenon hit. The Road Warrior Mad Max 2 was when it came out. I want to say the budget was very minuscule and it made over $100 million in the 80s. Just very, very cool stuff. And then this movie I am also very intrigued to watch. It's got a baby Don Johnson. It's a boy and his dog. And I love how it takes place this year in the year 2024. I feel like I should watch this movie sooner rather than later. I feel like if it happens in the year 2024, I need to watch it in the year 2024. Next up, let's go over, I guess the last major label that I got releases from is Kino Lorber. They also recently decided they wanted their video or their movie showcased on my channel, which is very, very nice of them, to say the least. I have been a big proponent of Kino Lorber. I probably have about like 20 titles of theirs in my collection. Their restorations, their 4K ones in particular, looks so crispy. Here are the releases that came out this month that I received. Revenge of the Ninja, Big Man on Campus. This will be the first one I watch out of Kino Lorber. I have seen this cover artwork so many times in movie rental stores, but I've yet to watch it, so I need to kind of like scratch that itch out of my mind. Here is the Sci-Fi Chillers collection, not Thrillers. It comes with The Unknown Terror, The Colossus of New York, Destination Inner Space. Those are the 3 movies. And you can see there are a lot of audio commentaries on this sucker. Then there's some like sidebar conversations. I'm curious what that's about. I didn't show off special features on here. There's an interview, there's an alternate ending on Big Man on Campus. And on Revenge of the Ninja, there is an intro, behind the scenes, trailer, all that fun stuff. Next up, this plot synopsis sounds amazing. Back from the Dead. Normally black and white movies kind of scare me a little bit to kind of sink my teeth into, because I always feel like I'm doing homework. But this is kind of like a body swap movie. A man remarries after his first wife dies, and they move to a beach house that they used to have together, the ex-wife and the husband. The ex-wife takes over the body of the new wife. I don't know, that just sounds very intriguing to me. Can't wait to watch this one. Civil Shepherd, oh my god, baby Civil here. We have Daisy Miller. Main reason why I got it, I live in Iowa, and in Iowa, Cloris Leachman is an absolute saint. You have to watch everything that she is in. She's born in Iowa. There's not a lot of famous actors that are born in Iowa. We have Aquaman, we have Ashton Kutcher, we have Tom Arnold, we have Cloris Leachman, and Elijah Wood. Those are like the main 5 I can think of off the top of my head. And last but not least from Kino, we have Republic Pictures Horror Collection, which has 4 movies. The Lady and the Monster, The Phantom Speaks, The Catman of Paris, and Valley of the Zombies. So yes, got some old school horror movies here. Can't wait to check these out. The last batch of movies that I'll go over quickly. Actually, this one I found at a garage sale, and it was $1, and I hadn't seen the movie. And I've always been intrigued to watch it just because it stars Daniel Radcliffe. It's Horns. Does anybody know anything about Horns? I'm not gonna take up too much time because I know nothing about Horns. I've just seen like the images of him as a devil type creature. I'm intrigued. Next up, all of these I found at One Trip in Goodwill. First up, my girls are really starting to get into like the singing aspect of everything, so I really think they're going to love the Pitch Perfect trilogy. And when I saw this, it was at my Goodwill for $2. Could not pass it up for all 3 movies. I didn't have any in my collection beforehand, and now all of them are in here. And hey, there's even a Movies Anywhere code for all 3 Pitch Perfects. I'll give this away. I don't know if it's live or not, but I would say 8 times out of 10 when I get digital codes from Goodwill, they work. So if you got that, let me know in the comments if it worked for you. Pitch Perfect trilogy. I checked and I was shocked that I did not own this movie already. Hoosiers. Absolutely Pitch Perfect sports movie classic. If you have not seen it, highly recommend it. Dennis Hopper is phenomenal in this. So is Gene Hackman. Just very, very good stuff. They're a great dynamic duo in here. I've only seen the first Karate Kid. So when I saw that they had the Blu-ray of the Karate Kid 2, I had to pick it up. Actually, I take that back. I've seen the first one and I've seen the one with Hilary Swank. Is that the next Karate Kid? Those are the only 2 that I've seen. I haven't seen 2 or 3. I don't even know what 2's about. I'm assuming they go to Japan in this movie. But yeah. And last but not least for the movies, I get end with a bang. The only DVD that I got. Speaking of Umbrella Entertainment, they came out with an amazing box set for The Hitcher. Watched that movie. Absolutely fell in love with that movie. So it just seemed like fate was intertwining when I found The Hitcher 2. What? The Hitcher 2. I've been waiting. And who has been waiting? Because the only person that's coming back from the original movie is C. Thomas Howell, the main lead in the first movie. So I'm curious about this. I'm not expecting good things because instead of having Rutger Hauer as your villain, obviously you can't have him in this movie, you have Jake Busey. Yeah, man. Jake Busey. Again, not expecting good things. The disc was a little bit on the scratch side too, but again, for $2, I couldn't pass it up. I'm like, this is fate. Look at that disc. One thing I don't miss about DVDs is how scratched they would get. Blu-rays have like a protective coating on them that make them pretty scratch resistant. 4Ks on the other hand, you get like a little smudge on like one of the edges of the disc. It can like skip playback sometimes. It drives me absolutely nuts. 4K seem to be so delicate. When Blu-rays, you can like toss them around like frisbees and pop them in the player. They'll play just like that. Have any of you have any other like thoughts on how scratchy 4Ks can get? Have you had horror stories? Because I have had horror stories with 4Ks. I have not had one horror story with any of the Blu-rays that I've had. Next up, I guess last but definitely not least, NECA. They sent me a couple of Batman 1989 replica pieces, which is very cool. The first one is the Batarang, and this is the one that I have out of the box. I have this sucker displayed already because I absolutely love this sucker. As you can see, it kind of bends. You have to hold it this way so it does not bend on you, but it folds in like this. The main reason why that happens, you can also fold it into fourths. The main reason why they do that is because the other thing that I'm going to show you, this has magnets on it. I wish I had something that I could magnetize this to right now, but you can kind of clip this on to this next piece that they sent over. Can I get this in frame? The Batman utility belt, a replica utility belt. These, I'll show you everything that's included in here. I have a video coming up on Monday where I unbox all of this and go through it. But you can see the different pieces that are included. These two front pieces are magnetized. So you can put the batarang on those. It also comes with a grappling hook that you can magnetize. And there's one other thing, a communicator. That communicator is like one of the strongest magnets I have ever held in my life. That sucker flew out of my hands to go onto the utility belt. It was just very, very cool. And it's so bizarre that NECA is sending me stuff. They reached out to me and asked if I would showcase this. And of course I'm going to. I love me some Batman. I love me some NECA. Most recently from them, I love their Toonie Terrors line. I want to say that's the name, the verbiage for it. I found like a Jason Voorhees. I found a Ghostface. There's a Tar Man out there that I want so bad, but I've not found it in person yet. And I'm the type of person that likes to have like an impulse buy. Like if I see something that I wanted for so long in a store, I'm gonna grab it, as opposed to like it sitting in my virtual cart on my phone. That's just how my mind runs. With the Batarang, it also comes with like a display kit right here. It is made out of plastic, which is a little unfortunate. I wish it was a better made quality material, but I still have this displayed in my collection because I love Batman. I love Batman, excuse me. And I love the Batarang. I mean, just throwing the sucker. I'm hoping that my girls don't find this too quick, because I know that they will throw it and hopefully don't hurt each other while they throw it at each other. But yeah, that was everything that I got this week. There were a span of 2 days where I got 9 packages in the mail. I was too busy to open some the one day, and I just had to have like a big smorgasbord of unboxings. Nothing makes my heart happier than doing that stuff. I love unboxing movie mail. Just having like a package come to you, it's the best feeling in the world. Especially when like the world can get kind of crappy sometimes. Having it warm your heart with some nice movie goodies, I absolutely love, and I'm very honored to be in the spot that I am now. I'm not quite sure how it happened, but I'm here nonetheless, and I'm hoping that you're liking me kind of showcasing some of these titles. Again, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to the channel. It's growing very steadily, but it can always kind of, you know, grow even more. I love doing what I do. I do it a lot on the TikTok side, the Instagram side. YouTube is where I'm trying to grow here now. So if you like what I do, please subscribe to the channel. Again, I will be doing these weekly. It probably won't be as big as what this week's stack was, but nevertheless. And again, if you're watching this, make sure you put the notification bell on the live that I'm doing tomorrow to give away a copy of Bob Marley One Love 4K Steelbook. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.